Hi there, guys. I'm back at the old school this week, and I had some news. We've been working inside a little bit, and the owners. I kind of knew this was coming, but I had to let it play out for the last few years because I've been volunteering at this place. I've been giving them work for the past 4 years now, and they have been saving the toilets for reuse. But at this stage in the project, I think they've made the conclusion that since all the water piping and the flushometers are gone, they are not going to go to the extra expense of replacing, buying new flushometers and new large water piping. So they've decided to get rid of all the old toilets and replace them with tank toilets, most likely. And so they said I can take all the toilets I want. So, all in all, there's two Kohler Penryns, which that would be the two right there, and they are from 1939. And I didn't think they were going to be that old. I kind of assumed they were replacements because the school was built in 1938, and most of the other toilets were Crane's Sanetos. But they seem to be original, which is kind of strange. So I've got those two, and I knew those ones would be good because they don't have. Well, I figured they would be good because they don't have the concealed jetways at the bottom. And so there are 10 Sanetos existing and two Penryns. There's a couple 70s Downings and 3.5 Welcomes up there, but with these, those are new enough. I don't have the room to bother with those. So I'm looking over these Sanetos, and I really don't know how many of them I'm going to be able to save. I'm going to have to kind of check them as I go and as I clean them. I think this is the only one. Well, see this one here? It's got a crack right there. Another one there. I can kind of sort of catch it with my fingernail. That is a rather good one. There are some in there that are worse. They go farther up the bowl. There's some that compound fractures. I think there's about 3 for sure that I'm not even going to mess with, and possibly a few more. So even this one, I don't know if that's going to leak or not. So I'm just going to fill the bowl up with water overnight and kind of watch it. I mean, it's dry right now. I kind of think it's going to be okay, but I really don't know. So I've got these two Sanetos. I bet you there's a good chance I can find a couple more. If one like this is okay, I bet you I can find a couple more that will hold water, but I really don't know, again, how many of those I'm going to be able to save. But for sure I've got the Penryns. And I'm going to take 4 this trip. So the others in there will have to stay until next time I come back, probably in the spring, which I don't think is going to be a big deal. As long as they know I want them, I think they'll be safe there. So that's the story. I have already. Oh man, these things were gross. But I have scrubbed them, and then I've bleached them, and then I just filled them up with water and poured more bleach in the bowls. So I'm just going to let those sit overnight, and I'll dump them out in the morning, and that'll be as good as they'll be for right now. And then I'll put them in storage someplace. So that is the story there. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I really have not gotten a legible date on one of these Sanetos yet, and to be honest, I haven't looked. They're still covered in wax on the bottom. Like I said, the Penryns are from 1939. One is from March, and the other is from August. And so, but I know the building was completed in 1939. So anyway, I think that's about it for now. But yeah, exciting. I'm glad to have two Penryns from this vintage because my other one was a 49 and it never really was good. It had a crack in the base, a long crack, and then the bowl was real scratched up. And this has got a lot of crusty stuff in the bowl, which I think will scrub out with Barkeeper's Friend, but I'll have to do that later because I don't have any. But I'm not worried about that. All in all, so these two Penryns came out of back-to-back bathrooms. This one has wear on the right side of the base. You can see there's a little bit of wear on the glaze. And that one has wear on the left side of the base. Because as he walked up, to that side of the toilet and then vice versa with this one. So it's kind of interesting. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed.